Jeff is a community activist who wants to make Kingston a better place to live for all of us, our children and our children's children. Jeff McLaren. Jeff McLaren.
No. Kingston is a great place. We live in one of the finest cities in Canada. We have great educational opportunities here. We have great universities. We have a vibrant cultural scene with the TED Center, the Agnes Eggething Art Center. We have businesses of first-class status, and we have a lake nearby. We have beautiful parks. This is a great place to live. It's the place I want to call home. I've been to 4 continents and 18 different countries, and by far, this is the best place to live. However, there is a danger looming in our horizon. And this danger is the reason that I want to announce that I'm running for City Council in the October elections.
Woo!
For the
All right. You have my vote.
Thank you. For the district of Strathcona, Meadowbrook. Now, this danger, as it turns out, is going to hurt us in a slow way, through a death by 1,000 cuts, unless we stop. Right now, our fiscal responsibilities as a city are growing faster than our tax revenue is coming in. The result is that we're going to have to increase taxes and or cut social programs. These social programs like the senior center, the memorial pool, parks and recreation, as well as the services that the city offers, such as snow clearing, paving, pothole repair, these things are in danger. And they are going to be, the budgets for these things are going to be diluted unless we can stop the increase in liabilities that we're accruing and make them balanced. Now, the biggest problem that we are causing to ourselves is rampant, low-density suburban sprawl development. The costs associated with this all over North America are being discovered as being hugely underperforming financially. It's presented to us as an investment in the future to expand the tax base. And that's true. However, that expansion in the tax base is much smaller than the liabilities that the city will have to pay over the lifetime of the neighborhood. So when we build a new neighborhood, we have to put in roads, sidewalks, an electrical grid. We have to put in, well, we have to service it with sewers, and we have to snow removal, we have to clean the streets, we have to repair these things. The taxes generated when it's very low density, plus the development fees that we charge developers, do not equal, over the lifetime of the project, the costs that we incur. The result is that project budgets are diluted. This means that very many of the lifestyle projects that we have, the memorial pool, other social services that we have public health here, which is funded by the city in part. The hospitals are paid, in fact, they have a part of their budget is provided for by the city. There are also social services such as affordable housing. These things are at risk. But it's more insidious than that. Essential services such as police and fire are also at risk. And as has already happened, paramedic services. You may have heard last year that one ambulance was taken off the road to save costs, to keep the budget from going into debt. The problem, again, is that we are creating liabilities that do not pay for themselves. Now, my solution, my platform, is to start smart development as opposed to dumb development. To save money with regards to expenses that the city has which do not provide a social benefit for the people. And thirdly, to find new sources of revenue for the city. The first one, with regards to smart development, we need to increase the density of existing suburbs. One of the ways, but I want to stress, not by too much. There is a golden mean between a low density and high density. The high density attracts crime and takes away sunlight. We want a balance between that. And that is the essence of it. One example of this would be the Queen Mary neighborhood. There is a lot of single detached homes with large yards, but then there's pockets of very high development, very high density development. This development pays for the bus services, pays for the lights, pays for the repair of the roads. There are new neighborhoods in Kingston that don't have this density and are diluting the budgets of the rest of the city. This is what's causing this problem. So I want to start smart development, the ability to have neighborhoods that actually pay for the social services that we offer instead of diluting it from other places. The second aspect that I want to put in there, my second plank, is a prudent use of funds. Recently, the city spent a huge amount of money on an integrity commissioner. It was, I believe, a bit of a witch hunt against some people who were in disagreement about certain things. This did not help the city in any way. This kind of funding should not have happened. Defending a wrong-headed decision at the OMB, at the Ontario Municipal Board, to not count students in the register for the city was also another foolish spending task of the city. These kind of things should not be spent on. There should not be money spent on these things. Money that is spent by the city should be used for the betterment of the city. And the third and final plank is we need to increase the revenue to the city. There are many different ways to do this without having to necessarily increase taxes. I've heard from many people at the Pittsburgh Town Hall meeting, for example, that Canada Post does a very poor job of clearing snow around community mailboxes. The city is already there and has the equipment to do the sidewalks. It's only a slight increase in effort to do the mailboxes as well. And then Canada Post can pay the city a small increase in the tax revenue, or not tax revenue, sorry, in the revenue of the city. Another one is the fact that recycling per ton is actually going down as a cost to the city, while garbage collection is actually going up per ton. It would seem logical and economic sense makes it clear that we should be investing in recyclable technology. And if we can get other municipalities in the nearby area, we can get an increase in the ability to recycle more things, thereby creating scales, increasing scales of utility. These are just examples of what can be possible. I want to make Kingston better. There are problems on the horizon, and I hope that you will support me in my quest to make Kingston a better place for all of us, for our children, and for our children's children. Thank you.
Four more.